Welcome in, Pirate fans, to tonight's podcast of the Coach Rob Woodward Show. Coach, congratulations on your win. And what impressed me the most about that victory was you faced quite an offensive line in Oak Hill, and I thought our defensive line really did a great job of holding their offensive linemen up at the line of scrimmage. What were your thoughts about the game?
Well, I mentioned on Saturday morning sports line when I called in that I know our D-line were feeling it that next morning because Oak Hill, and I had mentioned it earlier in the week about how impressive I thought they were tackle to tackle. And they really got after it. They really blocked to the whistle and did a good job of getting inside on our guys sometimes. And they were extremely physical, but I thought our guys fought and battled and worked to hold that line of scrimmage and did a nice job of that. And the linebackers filling in there at different times, and they had to do it quite a bit because obviously they were trying to maintain possession of the ball and trying to work the clock, and they were able to complete a few first downs at different times throughout the game that allowed them to maintain that possession a little more. But I thought overall that our guys really did a great job.
We did give the player of the game to Jeremy Cooper. I know we've talked about him earlier in the season, but him and another kid I like to mention is Varen Melvin. I thought he had a tall task against the guy he was going up against.
Well, Cooper has consistently been extremely good because he's so quick, but yet is so rugged. He's a tough nut down there. I mean, he's just a tough hombre down there on the D-line. And Mel V, this is probably his most time that he's seen this week, and we were very impressed with his play and his ability. He got a few snaps on offense as well. He's been one of our overall physical guys on the line of scrimmage. It's hard to move, and he's also very aggressive in his style. And as the temperatures start to cool off a little bit, Mel V, as we like to call him, Mel V's game kind of ups a little bit. So he's been coming on here in the last few weeks. But Cole Darnell did a nice job, and Parsley on the other side. They both did a real nice job. And then Evan Dom at the linebacker and Xander Carmichael, both of those. That front six really did a great job in the game.
Different team this week, different style. A lot of Wheelersburg type of plays, I suppose you could say, in Waverly. How are you getting your guys to get ready for a good Waverly team?
Well, we're approaching it just like we do any other week. Our coaching staff got together on Sunday and kind of tried to look at the things that they do very well and the things that they like to do. And while there's a lot of things there, we try to just focus in on the things that we feel that we can recognize and control. We can't stop everything. We've got to stop the things that we feel that we need to. I like the way the athleticism matches up on both sides of the ball. We have a few more one-way players than they do. They've got a lot of guys going both ways, so we've got to really capitalize on those fresh legs as they come out there and make sure that we are just continuing to try to play our aggressive style of football and let the chips fall where they may.
Who's one guy on the Waverly team that you guys stood out to you on tape?
Well, I think everything's controlled by the quarterback. He has such a quick release and does such a good job of pre-snap reads and getting the ball out to the players that they have. Impressed with their running back too, Harris. He's a guy that kind of has good vision and really can make some plays when it looks like not a whole lot there. But he's not necessarily breaking a lot of run plays. Most of their plays are downfield passing or big plays on the perimeter. As again, the quarterback does such a good job of dispersing the football to a lot of different areas. They've been outstanding on defense. They've really stepped up and been able to control teams and keep them out of the end zone. So we've got to make sure we try to turn those tables and capitalize if we get down inside the 20, put some points on the board, and understand that this is a good explosive football team, and they're going to hit some plays. They're going to make some plays, and we can't let that bring us down or change our mindset, and we've just got to keep coming after it each snap.
Defensively, they run kind of similar to what we do as well. kind of caught up with Coach May this week. What do you do when you find a team that kind of runs your style of defense? How do you attack that type of defense?
Well, they're a 3-5. They've got there's 3 down linemen. It kind of looks like the old 50 style that we used to have, but they've just got more athletic guys that are up front and on the perimeter side and adjusting to different people. So, we've been facing 3-3 stacks for a number of weeks and a number of years with this style of offense. We've been facing 40 front. They also get in the 40 front. We've got to continue to do the things that we feel our guys are good at. We've got to continue to put our players in positions to be successful. Try to not for failure. There's certain things that some guys can do and certain things some guys can't do very well. But we're going to try to continue to evaluate that. And Coach Caskey does a great job of communicating ways for Mac Dyer to really disperse the ball around to our athletes, and then Mac's got to take hold of that himself and continue to work on making good reads from the quarterback position and dispersing that ball out to, like I say, the athletes that we have. So we've got to get a good mix of run pass and take care of the football and have fun playing the game.
Speaking of fun, that's what this type of atmosphere is going to be, an away atmosphere, kind of like that, like an Ironton game away, where the crowd is definitely going to be against you. Do you feel like kids embrace that every week when they have this type of game?
Well, I definitely think we feed off of energy. Positive or negative, we feed off of energy. We like to see, people that respect the game the way that we do. And we struggled a little bit in week 2 and week 4, and crowds weren't as big. Not that those teams don't necessarily respect the game, but they just don't have as big a crowd. They're a little farther away from the field, and it's just hard to really capture that energy created. But we know from experience of last year playing up there that that place can get a little loud. There can be there can be a lot of energy that is generated out there through the fans, both home and away. So, we're excited. We're excited for the game and excited to go up there and face a good football team.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go. We wish you nothing but luck. Any final thoughts here before we get off this week?
We talk a lot about our varsity program. I'm really glad to see our younger programs doing well as well. Any Pirate fans out there that are at the younger levels, keep working, keep getting after it, and I like to see them aspiring to be Pirates as they get older. Our freshmen have had a few games canceled here on us, so we hope to get them back on. I know we've got a good Point Pleasant team and Cabell Midland team on the schedule here to kind of finish out the season. Both of those, actually one of those away and one of those home, but our JVs are continuing to each week line up and do an outstanding job. We've got, counting today, 28 players that we've kind of kept back varsity, and we've got 28 players playing JV. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. You want to give those guys experience and time out there on the field, and they've been going out and really competing well against other teams. So, pleased with their performance as well as they continue to grow through the program.
Well, another successful week. I appreciate your thoughts, and we will talk back at you next Monday.